Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to GoValiants.com field here in Purchase, New York, as we get set for the start of this Mac Freedom field hockey matchup here this afternoon at Manhattanville College and Delaware Valley University. Both teams come in looking for their first Mac Freedom victory of the season. Manhattanville 2-9 overall, 0-2 in the Mac Freedom. Delaware Valley, meanwhile, is 4-7 overall, also 0-2 in Mac Freedom play. As Valiants come into today's game looking for a victory. They've lost 2 in a row, and only 2 wins, of course, on the season for the Valiants in their last contest with a tough 3-2 loss to Western Connecticut State on Wednesday. Valiants went down 3-0, scored 2 goals to pull back within 1, but could not get the equalizer in falling by the 1-goal score. Manhattanville's last game here at GoValiants.com field came last Saturday, a 3-0 loss to Misericordia in their second Mac Freedom matchup of the year. As we're set to get underway here at GoValiants.com field, it's Play for the Cure Day here today in Purchase. Manhattanville wearing the pink socks, some wearing pink shoes as well. Valiants have spent the last couple of weeks raising money for the Play for the Cure cause, and the Valiants have made almost $2,500 so far they've earned for breast cancer awareness, which is certainly a very admirable thing, especially for a squad the size of the Valiants, only about 20 girls on the team. You can go to GoValiants.com and check out the ball is loose and it's knocked away. Back to midfield. Maxwell couldn't get it. "11 minutes gone by in the first half. No score between the Valiants and the Aggies. That ball's played up too high. Now Linkrum. Back to midfield. Boot with it. Boot, some nifty stick handling get by a couple of players. Boot forward to Thomas. Thomas gets a shot on goal that's kicked away. And a corner coming for Manhattanville. So the first good opportunity of the day for the Valiants. Saved by Bishop, and now Manhattanville's first corner of the afternoon. Boot will insert. Valiants with 5 in a row. That ball is deflected wide, out of play. Of course, seeing the penalty corner. It's good to see Breggia Smiths here this afternoon, making the trip down from Boston, where she's in graduate school. And of course, she was the queen of the penalty corners last year for Manhattanville. Of course, the Valiants certainly missed that powerful shot from the top of the arc this year. Now Boot goes back to Petersha. Petersha tries to get it forward, it's knocked away, but done so illegally apparently. Now Boot. Stick counts away. Ball sent away, but a foul is called. Kreitz will come out, and Donazi will come back in. to Linkrum. Now to Boot, forward to Maxwell. Ball's taken away by the Aggies. Now Linkrum, a great defensive play to get the ball back for her team. Loose on the far side. Maxwell applying some pressure for Manhattanville. Going up against McGuire, I believe, over there. Foul called on Maxwell. High up in the air that one goes, and apparently too high. Boot quickly to Thomas. No one there as the ball is kicked away from the goal by Bishop. Thomas works to win the ball back. Back to Petersha. Petersha tried to get it by Baldus, could not. And we'll have a stoppage here as Robin Boot's going to get a card. Or excuse me, it's going to be on Delaware Valley. It's going to be Carly Baldus for the yellow card, or what, the green card, excuse me. So she'll go off for 2 minutes. Let's see if the Valiants can take advantage here. Linkrum steps up. Can't control, however. And Cologne has it. Knocked away. Devin Butler controls for the Valiants. Sends it forward. Maxwell turned the wrong way. Couldn't get to it in time. And Lely with it. Ball's blocked down by Boot. Now Melissa Stiles will chase after it. Foul called on Stiles. She interfered with Kleinfelder. Now Thomas quickly closes in, but a foul's called on her. Stiles just stopped playing. She knew a foul was going to be called on her. Now Boot off to Maxwell. Maxwell with some space. She'll hit it forward, looking for Antonazi. Kreitis is there as well. Foul is called. Stiles with it. To Kreitz. In the middle. Here's a shot. Saved by Bishop. And the ball is cleared out of play. Stiles with it. Tries to get it right back into the middle. It's cleared away. Now Boot. Ball off the body of Delvell. Boot has it knocked away. Nice job by Stiles there to knock it away. Oh, and a foul is called on the Valiant senior. Looked to be a nice defensive play, but unfortunately the two in yellow thought otherwise. Ball's out of bounds. Valiant possession. Stiles just hammers it up the field. Antonazi will give chase now. Out of bounds, be Valiant ball. Stiles will hammer that one again. Can't find a black shirt. Both teams working hard here early on in this contest. I guess we're not too early at this point. We're almost 19 minutes in. We're more than halfway through this opening half of play. Still no score, Manhattanville and Delaware Valley. Out of Hadcraft. It's knocked away. That ball will go over the end line. It'll be Delaware Valley ball. Steps up again, Melissa Stiles, foul called. Now in the middle, we have foul called. So the ball went in the net, but Valiant's lucky that a foul was called on the Aggies to keep this a scoreless game with 15 minutes to go in the first half. Now Thomas goes up to Antonazzi. Antonazzi up to Gerzabek. Now Kreitz can't get there in time. That was a nice breakout opportunity by Manhattanville there. Some good passing. Kreitz just couldn't get to that one. Ball's loose. And a goal is scored by Delaware Valley. Well, the Aggies get the first goal of the afternoon. Still waiting official word in that goal. I believe it was number 8, Maddie Colon, who put it home for the Aggies. So I said the first goal of this game would be important, and of course it does go to the visitors. And the Valiants will have to play from behind. That's been one of the issues most of the season for head coach Kevin Calley and his squad. Linkram heads it, knocks it away, but it's controlled by Del Val. Linkram steps up, but a foul's called on her. Aggies ball loose in the circle. Linkram tries to clear it away, can't, but a foul is called on the Aggies. And we'll have a stoppage here as Melissa Stiles doesn't go off for a green card. That's 3 green cards already in this game, 2 for Manhattanville, 1 for Delaware Valley. And Stiles will be out in until about 10.5 minutes to go. Corners coming for the Aggies. That one is cleared off the line. I think that was Casillas who had the defensive save there to knock that one off the line and keep this a 1-0 game. Ball's taken away. Robin Boot with some space. Boot to Antonazzi. Towards the middle. There's a shot by Boot, is saved. The rebound is put home. Emily Antonazzi off the rebound. And the Valiants have knotted up this game at 1 apiece. A good breakout opportunity there by the Valiants. Boot put the first shot on goal, and Antonazzi was right there for the rebound. And ties the game up at 1 apiece here with 10:22 to go in this first half. So the Valiants with a good response after Delaware Valley gets the first goal of the game. Antonazzi put it home. Thomas works nicely to win the ball away, but no one nearby. It's a teammate together to get it to. Now Boot and Styes. Styes hits it up, looking for Thomas. It's intercepted. Ball up to Styes. Styes tries to get it forward. It's knocked away. That ball goes off of Boot a couple times. Now Butler. Forward looking for Maxwell. Now to King. That ball off the foot of Maxwell. Styes picks it off. That ball goes out of play. Ooh, that ball goes off the post. And stayed in play, and now it's going to be a corner for Manhattanville. Shot's blocked. Ball's still loose. And not able to put it home. Or the Valiants. Still be Valiant ball. The Valiants get a little momentum here after getting that game-tying goal. Have a couple of opportunities in front of the net, but so far no second goal, but we're still knotted up at 1 apiece here with under 6 minutes to go. We have the live stats now working up here this afternoon. As live stats were being done, but just that tricky activation button wasn't pressed. That ball played through the middle. And it looks like Delaware Valley started early, I believe, so they'll play it again. Antonazzi on the goal for Manhattanville. Ball will go back to the Valiants. Thomas. Thomas towards the middle. No one there, though. Maxwell fighting for it, but a foul's called. Looks like 2 Del Val players got their sticks kind of caught up with each other there for a second. Gilchrist just couldn't get to that ball. And a foul's called. Himes towards goal. It's cleared away. But a penalty corner is called. Manhattanville find a way to go into halftime at worst tied, as they've played well in the last few minutes, but you don't want to give it up here on the 5th corner of the game for Delaware Valley. Valiants with 2 corners so far. Valiants have 5 shots on goal compared to just 3 for the Aggies. Aggies with 3 rows of 2. Ball's blocked, and another corner is called as Casillas, I believe, was whistled for the infraction. Here's corner number 6 for the visitors. It'll once again be Kara Imes on the insert. A little different formation this time. That shot is high. Halloran made the save, but wasn't going to count anyways. And the Valiants will get it back. Back to midfield, but unable to connect with Maxwell. Foul is called on King. In the middle, Petershaw battling with Cologne. Foul called on the Valiants. Ball taken away. Trying to play it to Antonazzi on the near side. Antonazzi splits the defense, now with some room. Antonazzi has King up ahead of her. Antonazzi still with it. And a foul called on Antonazzi. She made a nice run up the field, but Valiant's unable to, for the most part, stick handle their way up the field. And we saw in their one goal, it was some nice passes, 3 or 4 in a row. I think that's what head coach Kevin Kelly's looking for his team. He doesn't want them stick handling the entire length of the field. I've seen a couple of occasions he was wishing his players to get rid of the ball once you get to the 25 line. Now Butler will race after this one into the near side corner. She'll just sweep it out of bounds. As we approach 1 minute to go in this first half. Valiant's looking for a chance here. Antonazzi. In the middle has Maxwell there. Maxwell, it's poked away from her. Has Gilchrist. She'll sweep it forward. Ball's played out of bounds on the near side. Valiant's looking to maybe get one more penalty corner here late in this half. All the way back to Linkrum. Bit of a dangerous pass as Delvell got a stick on it, but Casillas is able to win it back. Casillas goes down, and a foul called on her. That's not a bad thing, though, for Manhattanville, as Delvell potentially had a couple steps up the field, but that will do it as the final seconds tick off. And we will go to half with the two teams knotted up at 1 apiece. Well, both teams had chances in the first half. Both teams were able to put one in the back of the net, and as a result, we are knotted up at 1 apiece here at half at GoValiants.com fields. We'll take a break for a few minutes here on GoValiants.com. We'll be back in just a little bit to bring you the second half between Manhattanville and Delaware Valley. Once again, the score after 35 minutes, it's the Valiants 1 and the Aggies 1. You're watching Manhattanville Field Hockey on GoValiants.com. And we're back here at GoValiants.com field, getting set for the second half of play between Manhattanville and Delaware Valley. Teams are tied up at 1 apiece after 35 minutes. Foul called on Delaware Valley. Ball tipped forward. It's knocked away. It's still loose. And a foul called. And Tanazi doesn't know what she did wrong, but infraction wipes out that potential opportunity. Sty has been all over the field for Manhattanville here today. Foul was called on the Aggies, much to the chagrin of head coach Carol DiGirolamo. To hear an audible groan out of her as that foul was called on Jillian Nardelli. Boot with it. Oh, passes to Hagraft, who was in the process of going backwards. And foul's called on Manhattanville, apparently. Great play by Petershire to keep that ball in play on the near end line, near sideline. Her first attempt whiffs, but is able to get it back. Get up to Maxwell. Foul called on Collier. Peter shot a boot. Boot has it knocked away from behind by Kara Imes. Foul called on, no, not on Linkram, on Imes. Oh, I'll stop the clock here. And a green card is coming to Kara Imes. I have no idea what that what that call was for. I don't know if he said something, but it seemed like she was the one that was fouled by Linkram, but yet the foul is called on her, and eventually the green card is called on her. Ball right around midfield. Now Thomas towards the middle. It's knocked away. Foul called on Delville outside the arc, however, so no corner. Now Boot on the stick, and now she's going to win a corner. Valiants get an opportunity coming up here. We'll see what the Valiants can do in their third corner of the game. Boot will insert. You have Styes in the middle, Maxwell, Antonazi, and Thomas. Petershire behind. Comes to Styes. Styes' shot gets blocked by Antonazi. Ball's loose in front. And another corner, as Maxwell couldn't get a shot off, but Valiants will get another corner out of it. Styes will insert this corner. Comes short to Linkram. Linkram's shot goes just wide. Haley Linkram playing a defensive midfield role here for the time being for Manhattanville. Had a good opportunity there, but just could not put it home. She might have the biggest shot of this Manhattanville team, despite being a defender, but granted at the same time, Brigga Smith's held it on her for the last 4 years as a defensewoman. Linkram, beautiful play to get the ball back. Now to Maxwell. Petershell will race after it. Fighting with the corner against Laley. A lot of stick work and foul called on Petershell. Laley will send that one back to midfield. Linkram knocks it away off the foot of a Del Val player. Goes out of bounds off the Aggies anyways. It'll be Valiant possession. Under 30 to go in the second half. Tied up at 1 apiece. Obviously the next goal is going to be absolutely crucial in this contest. So we have two teams both looking for their first conference victory of the season. Two of the 3 winless teams remaining in the MAC Freedom, along with Wilkes University, who's 0-2 as well. And the Valiant's next game comes against Wilkes as well. So if Manhattanville's able to win today, potentially they could win next time out against Wilkes. Next thing you know, all of a sudden you're 2-2 in conference. In a much better shape than you would be otherwise. Obviously, the loser of this game is going to be in large trouble when it comes to potentially making the MAC Freedom Tournament. Foul is called there as McFarland is incredulous with the call from the referee. But you look at the Valiant's next couple of games, you have Wilkes. Then they have a non-conference game against Stevens, and they get DeSales next Wednesday. A week from Wednesday, I should say. Now Stye's shot, and it's deflected in the back of the net! It's Haley Linkram who gets the deflection off the stop from Melissa Stye's. And the Valiants have themselves a 2-1 lead. Haley Linkram gets the goal. And the Valiants have their first lead of the day. A great play by the defender. She tipped that shot from Stye's top corner. That ball goes off the foot of Kreitz. It might be the first goal for Haley Linkram in her career. Obviously a defender for Manhattanville. Doesn't get many chances going up the field, but we've seen today been put in a more of a defensive midfield position in the latter stages of that first half. Now having an effect on corners, and a huge play for the senior put the Valiants ahead by a goal. I mentioned the first goal was going to be absolutely crucial in the second half, and it goes the way of the Valiants. Boots able to win that ball away. Send it back to midfield. Thomas goes up to King. Valiants looking for more here. King bring it down the side. Towards the middle. It's defended away nicely. Harper with it, sends it towards the goal. Halloran will boot it away, prevent any opportunity. Foul's called on the Valiants. Excuse me, on the Aggies, I should say. Kreitz back in the game for Thomas from Manhattanville. Now let's see if the Valiants can try to hold a lead. We saw it against Rampo, where the Valiants went up by a goal in the second half, about 5 minutes in, but Rampo scores about 7 or 8 minutes left to tie the game. Valiants eventually won the game in overtime, but the Valiants would like to secure this victory in regulation, and certainly would like to try to keep going offensively and try to keep the goals coming. Obviously, a 1-goal lead, still a tenuous one. The ball's played off the body of Harper, but they're going to give the ball to the Aggies. Linkrum knocks that ball away. Foul called on Boot. And a foul whistled on the visitors. Referees will spot the ball in the correct place, and it's Delaware Valley. It's Manhattanville ball. Hagraft will finally come over to take it. Flicked up in the air, not a very good play as it's quickly turned away. Foul's called on the Valiants outside the arc. Harper will touch it first. Harper into the arc. It's kicked away by Halloran. Ball still loose. There's a save by Halloran. And a corner is coming up as it went off the foot of Linkrum. One stop there for Caitlin Halloran, and now a penalty corner coming for the visitors. Aggies go 6 wide on this corner. Saved by Halloran, and that ball goes wide. Caitlin Halloran with a couple big saves early in the second half to keep the Valiants ahead. And that ball will harmlessly go wide. And the Valiants will get it back. 22.5 to go in the second half. Manhattanville up by a 2-1 score. Kreitz. He's at the far side, still has it. Trying to get into the circle. Now Styes. Will sweep it, but it's deflected away. Now in the middle. And foul called on the Valiants. Looking for a little bit of too quick restart there from Baldus. The ball will go backwards. Foul called on Harper. Now Maxwell with some room. Down the line it goes. King will take it toward the corner. King still with it. Out in front. Shot gets blocked. And Kreitz will earn the penalty corner. as Laley is whistled for the infraction. Manhattanville really keeping up the offensive attack here, even though they do have that second goal. They are going for more here on this Saturday afternoon. Shot gets blocked. And Kettlewood fighting for it, has the foul called on her. Under 20 to go here in Purchase in this very important MAC Freedom matchup for both teams. As we said, the loser will get their first winner will get their first conference victory of the season. The loser will fall to 0-3 in conference play and get into a very big hole with only 4 conference games remaining. And that ball, luckily for the Valiants, trickles over the end line. Shot saved by Halloran, but they're going to call a corner. It's a good stop by Caitlin Halloran to keep the ball out of the net, but it will still be a corner for the visitors, their 8th of the game. Shots on goal are now even at 8 apiece. Delval spreads it around. Shot is cleared out of the goal mouth by Butler. So the Valiants dodge another bullet, and Butler quickly trying to put this one back into play, try to get the Valiants headed back the other direction. Knocked out of bounds by Collier. Foul called on the Valiants as we approach the midway point of this second half of play. 17:30 down, 17:30 to go here in Purchase. Valiants with a 2-1 lead. They were down 1-0. They've come back with the last 2 goals from Emily Antonazzi and Haley Linkram. And fraction on Devin Butler will give the 9th corner of the game to Delaware Valley. Valiants have done a pretty good job covering up on the penalty corners so far in this game here today. And Robin Boot knocks that one away. Now the Valiants looking for a quick counter. Antonazzi hits it forward. Ball goes off the foot, I thought, of a Del Val player. It's going to be a stick instead, so the Valiants will keep possession. Kettlewood's going to come out. Stiles is going to come back in. Hagroft also back in for Butler. Amir Thomas with it for the Valiants. Thomas looking to get a corner, and she does. Styes will insert this. Manhattanville's 7th corner of the game. Now Styes had some trouble trying to control that pass, and it's knocked away. So missed opportunity there for Manhattanville. Great play by Haggraft at midfield to at least knock the ball away. Couldn't quite keep possession, but still was able to nullify the Delaware Valley attack. Now Boot with it. Has Thomas on the far wing, try to get it to her, but it's knocked away by Kleinfelter. We'll stop the clock. Will be a timeout called by the Valiants here with 14:19 to go in this second half of play. Valiants with a 2-1 lead here in this MAC Freedom matchup. Let's take a look at some of our stats here this afternoon. Of course, you can follow the live stats for today's game by heading to GoValiants.com. Adam Ryder downstairs on the computer as always. But in terms of overall shots, it's Manhattanville a 12-8 advantage in that respect. Shots on goal are 7-7, despite what our scoreboard may say. Corners are 9-7 in favor of Delaware Valley. Caitlin Halloran has made 6 saves so far for Manhattanville. Rosie Bishop has turned aside 5 shots for the Aggies up until this point in the afternoon. Obviously still a long ways to go here with 14 minutes and 19 seconds remaining in this MAC Freedom matchup. Obviously, as usual, a busy Saturday for Manhattanville athletics. Things actually got kicked off last night as the men's soccer team had a very tough 1-0 overtime loss at King's College. Taking a look at some of our upcoming broadcasts, we have not much going on next week, and then a whole lot the week after that, as we have just 2 games at home this week. On Tuesday, women's soccer against DeSales in a MAC Freedom matchup at 5 p.m., and then men's soccer against the Bulldogs the next day at 4 o'clock. And the following week, we get 3 games on Tuesday and 2 games on Wednesday. So it's going to be a very busy couple days with all 4 Manhattanville teams in action on the 17th and the 18th. And we'll bring you, of course, as much action as we can here on GoValiants.com. So if you're in Manhattanville here, obviously you have the lead. So you don't want to do anything too drastic. At the same time, obviously, they would love to get a 3rd goal here to give the team a little bit of insurance as the final minutes tick down. Here's a shot by Thomas, is saved. The rebound is kicked away. In the middle, the ball is loose, and it's trickled home by Emily Antonazzi. Antonazzi was almost falling down and got a stick on it, and it just trickled inside the near post. And the Valiants, as soon as I say it, get that insurance goal. And the home team with a 2-goal lead. Now Manhattanville looking to be in a pretty good spot here in this contest. Obviously still a long ways to go, 13 and a half to go in this contest, but up by 2. Valiant's in a slightly more comfortable spot than they were just a minute ago. And Antonazi continues to come on as of late. She went the first 4 or 5 games without scoring, but she's now up to 9 goals on the year for Manhattanville. As the transfer from Western New England has been as advertised so far this season in her first year with the Valiants. Casillas can't get that ball forward. Foul called on Petersha. Foul called on Delaware Valley as Aguilar fouled Petersha. Ball's knocked away, comes to Linkram. She'll knock it forward. Taken away by Boot. Giants looking for a quick counter. Forward to Antonazi. Ball off the foot of Maxwell. Now chance Valiant swooping on defense, but a corner comes up here for the Aggies. 11 minutes to go. Now still a lot of game left to be played here today. Kara Imes will insert for Delaware Valley. This is the 10th corner of the game for the visitors. Now back to Imes, and her shot goes wide. May have been deflected by Linkram, not sure. Halloran kicks that one away. And another penalty corner comes out of it. Could show a sportsmanship as Halloran may have gotten Maddie Cologne a little bit with that kick, but the two of them confer after the ball goes out of bounds. There'll be another corner coming up for the Aggies as they look to get back in this game. Under 10 minutes to go. Another corner. As Baldus drew that. Now the corners keep coming here for Delaware Valley, but if you're Manhattanville, as long as the goals don't keep coming, the minute the clock keeps running. And that's what Manhattanville wants here, up by 2. Middle and put home, or not put home, I should say. Another defensive save by the Valiants. That was Casillas, I believe, with her second defensive save of the game. Valiant defense coming up big here this afternoon to keep this a 3-1 game. That shot knocked wide. Now for the Valiants to try to get the ball out of their offense, out of their defensive end here. It's been encamped in their end for over 2 minutes now. Maxwell, foul called on Lisa. Thought she was going to get away with it for a second. But a hesitating whistle from the referees. Foul called outside the arc. Aguilar will put it back into play as soon as the referee tells her she's supposed to. Foul called on the visitors. A game that was entertaining until the very end. But the Valiants are able to come away with the win, as Valiants improved to 3-9 on the season. Delaware Valley, meanwhile, falls to 4-8 on the campaign. Certainly one of the heroes of the game from Manhattanville, Emily Antonazzi, with 2 goals. Got the first goal for the Valiants and the third goal, which ended up being the game winner. Haley Linkram also with the goal for the Valiants in the win. And certainly a much-needed victory for the Valiants. As we said, they pick up their first conference win of the year, improved to 3-9 overall, 1-2 in MAC Freedom play. Delaware Valley, meanwhile, falls to 4-8 overall, 0-3 in the conference. So that will do it for us here from GoValiants.com field. Once again, the final score is Manhattanville 3 and Delaware Valley 2. We thank you for watching today's broadcast here on GoValiants.com. Our next game comes up on Tuesday as women's soccer team takes on DeSales in a MAC Freedom matchup beginning at 5 p.m. We hope that you can join us for that one here at GoValiants.com field. So for all of us here at GoValiants.com, thank you for watching. Once again, the final score, it's Manhattanville 3 and Delaware Valley 2 here on GoValiants.com. Until next time, Go Valiants.